up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Houston Oilers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Set 50, plant. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, it's Stick. Completes it to Spencer Ware. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You go tight. You got tight.
Big grip. Big grip.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Got it.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Say go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
65.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll throw on second down his stick. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
50 seconds, come on. I'm scared.
5.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
It's third down and 11.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Down.
Off play action. Hamlet. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
6-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 9. Watch out.
Now a handoff looking right. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Check three.
Deep grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Man up, deep.
Stick back to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oilers 7, Chiefs nothing.
All day, baby, let's go.
Ready, set.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Four.
Watch the pass. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Rush in, rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Set. 90, Wolf.
I got one.
Shoot.
On third down, it's Stick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Leo. Ready.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamlet completes it to Hardman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Come on.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 3rd and 2, Hamlet. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Down. 30 base.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 1st down, Hamlet It's the tight end, Kelce, for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Oilers 10, Chiefs 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll run with a former Chief. It's Spencer Ware on the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship.
Touchdown, Houston! Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hamlin. And the pressure gets to him again. Jdpickle-jamieca racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
59 mark.
Here's Stick, third and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Come on, set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down. Hamlet, and the catch made by Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hamlet. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Hamlet. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Nova. Snap.
Now they'll run it on the toss. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
Push him back. Push him back.
Get it.
Stick from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
No. Check. Hot. Check. Lucky. Watch the edge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Got it.
Check, 59. Watch the run, Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
17, Chiefs 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Stick looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Touchdown! Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We want it. They go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Stick. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Check 59.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
57 to Mike. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're on the...
To throw on 2nd down. Hamlin. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Hamlin nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Stick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, Haywood!
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Sam on. Check. Get it.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And no, it's no good. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.